Hello to all my wonderful subscribers, devout disciples, students, and all who are interested in the Tao. Welcome. This is your Master GongSun. And today I will continue with the next chapter of the Hua Hu Jing, the Civilizing or Educating the Barbarian Sutra. This is chapter 64. Let us begin. In ancient times, people lived simply, quietly, calmly. They adjusted to the energy of the day because they understand that change happened all the time. But today, people lead such impulsive, rushed lives. They ignore the subtle changes of yin and yang, which can influence everything. And as a result, they become confused and frustrated and tired. But even in today's hectic world, we can restore clarity to our mind. And the way we do this is by studying the Tao and the Yi Qing. Remember, the Yi Qing is a book of changes, right? It's what we Taoists use for divination. Like the cycle of night and day, everything is a Tai Chi that involves movements between the yin and yang. If you don't see the patterns in these movements, then you are lost. But if you consult the Yi Jing with an open mind, then you will see all the patterns underlying all of nature. Knowing that day will come, for example, then you can sleep and rest peacefully at night. When you are able to perceive the changes and fluidity of everything, then you can also begin to perceive the constancy underlying them, the creative, boundless, unchangeable Tao. To see this is the ultimate education and the ultimate comfort. And how true this is. Because people back in the day, and this is kind of definitely my area, right, my alley, my area of expertise, because I did study history. Back in the day, people did lead such very simpler and unhurried lives, and things didn't change, right? In many ways, it was kind of boring. But it's in the boringness that keeps life serene, because you're not hurried. So, for example, most of us were farmers, and we would watch the sunrise and the sunset. We would do our job, right? We would sow and reap and harvest when the time was right. But in today's hectic lifestyle, we have our 9 to 5, we have this and that, we have too much going on, and that can be very bad for us. That's why it's very important to take time out to reflect on the Tao. As chapter 64 says, you have to study the Yi Jing, you have to study the changes, right? How night turns into day and vice versa, the subtle movements between yin and yang. Once you understand that, then you can sleep peacefully because you know that dawn will come sooner or later. And to understand this is to have the ultimate education because you're comforted in the knowledge. This has been your Master GongSun, and as usual, keep living in alignment with the Tao.